Welcome back to Scratch with TechUpKids. So in this project, I want to introduce you to the concept of X and Y coordinates and broadcasting. So if you see on the bottom of the stage here, when I move my mouse here, the X shows the 240 and Y is, let's say I click anywhere on the stage, I go around. When my mouse moves, you see these numbers changing. So when I keep going all the way up, you see the y number increases, all the way down, the y number goes extremely negative. Similarly, I go all the way left, the x number goes negative, all the way right, x number is huge. So x and y coordinates means this horizontal coordinate is x and the vertical coordinate is y. You'll probably learn it in your grade 6 math or something, but for the purpose of scratch, all we need to know is to move something up and down, we need to change y coordinate. To move something right and left, we change the x coordinate. Okay, so for instance, if I say when I click on the up arrow key, I want this cat to go up, then I can just say change y by 10. So if you click on it, cat goes up. If I say down arrow key, change by -10, and it goes down. Similarly, right and left, so I can remove the change y and put change x, and by 10 with the right arrow key, right, and it goes right, and left arrow key would be -10, change it to left arrow key, and all that. So that is for moving around. If you wanted to, if I wanted the cat to glide somewhere. Let's say the cat always begins from here. If I wanted to fix an initial position when the program began, I can say when program starts, my kitty always shows up here. We can throw these away because I don't intend to use it for now. So when I start the program, the kitty starts from here always. To fix the coordinate, you notice when I move the kitty, the numbers change here, which means my block is actually storing my current position for the kitty. So if I always want to start from here, I can actually code it in the program. So whenever, let's say, kitty moved during the program and I click on it, always starts from there. Now when I click on the kitty, I want the kitty to move all the way there. So the glide block and the go block, both of them store the same coordinates. I can say I need that block when the sprite is clicked. So I start the program, click on the kitty, it glides all the way there. Okay, so we can actually just do a little name animation kind of a project in which you can go to the library and get some letters. So if my name is Rita, I can get an R block, and I can say when I do something to the R and I click on R turns around all the way. Okay, so I can say when I click R, it turns around full circle, or it just turns 15 degrees depending on what you want to do. I can put a repeat around it, does that. Okay, but when I click on the green flag, I want my R to be straight. Let's say this is the position I want R to be, and also straight. So straight means point in direction, its natural direction is this, and I want the position to be this. So that's my original R when the program begins. So I can say green flag clicked, do this, and I click, do something else. R is there, click on it, rotates halfway. If you don't like it halfway, we can make it full circle by doing 36 times 10, 360, which is 360 degrees, which means a full circle. Start again, click on it, nice and circular. Now we want to learn broadcasting. So what if I get the letter I? Okay, so not that. Go to the library and letters and I. So I get the letter I and position it here. First thing I do is fix its coordinate, and when I click on I want something else to appear. I might do something, so I say when the sprite clicked, I may want to do something, maybe change its color a little bit. Let's see what happens. Okay, change color, but I also want to do something else to another sprite. So if an action on one sprite wants to create a reaction in another sprite, we use the broadcasting, which is under events block. So I'm going to create a new message and attach it here. So I'll say new message, and And make sure whenever you write a message it has some kind of intuitive meaning. So with this message I want to send a message to maybe a sprite which is not there, to show up. So maybe I want to bring a car in and show it up, so I can say car. Right now there is no car in my program. Let's delete this one and I get a car. So we can go to C and there is a convertible. So let's get this convertible and place it here. Okay, so shrink it a little bit so it has some space to move around, and that's its position. Fix the position just like we did with the other sprite. So it has the coordinates, fix it here, but I also want it hiding. In this position is there but it's hiding when the program begins. Okay, so no car. Then I click on the eye changes color and it should send a message to the car, which it already did actually, but no one's receiving it so far. So I go to the car, same events block, and I'm going to say when I receive this message called car. If there were multiple messages, you would choose it here. I want to show up here. So let's check, no car, click on car shows up. What do I want to do when I show up? I can say glide 1 second to that position. So we can decide the position based on this coordinate. It changed as you see, show and glide. Okay, start again, click on car goes there, start again, click on because car has a position, it does show up. So what we learned was coordinates, x and y coordinates, and broadcasting, in which we are sending messages from one sprite to the other. So let's say when the car appears, the kitty goes to the car and drives away with the car. How would we do that? So I don't want the car to glide right away after that. I'll say send a message to the kitty to hop in. I'll say broadcast a new message and I'll say hop on, and someone has to receive the message. So I go to the kitty and I'll say when I receive not car but the other message, then I'll say go to the car. Go to use this go to mouse pointer block and use go to convertible. So let's see what it does. So there's no car appears, kitty goes to the car. First of all, kitty is too huge, so we can shrink the kitty. You can also make the kitty change its size using the code. So I can say when program starts. So right now I already shrunk the kitty, but what if you wanted it bigger or smaller? You can just go looks and say set size to, right now it's 65% of its original size. What if I wanted 50? And I can say when program starts, set kitty to 50. So that's how big the kitty looks. When I click on the car appears, kitty sits in the car. Now we want the car to drive after this. So it sends a broadcast, hop on, kitty goes into the car, and I'll say wait a second and then do your gliding business. Okay, so let's see what happens. Click here, click on and car drives away but without the kitty. So there is a problem. Kitty does go to the car but it doesn't stay with the car. All we need to change here is when I say I receive hop on, I go to convertible and I stay with the convertible. So you can actually put a block of loop here. So loop block, you can say stay with the convertible forever, or you can have a terminating condition, which we will learn in different videos in the upcoming lessons. But for now you can just say stay with the convertible once you have received the broadcast. So I start the program again, click on the R, rotates, okay, and click on the kitty goes too fast to the car. If you want to see the transition for the kitty, you can say when I receive hop on, I could just wait a little 1 second. So start again, click on kitty goes in the car and then drives away nicely. Okay, and then you can also say hooray or something if you want to. But let's just stop the video now and save now from time to time. And that's it for today. See you in the next lesson.